When militants attacked the police training academy in Manman, only 12 kilometers from the Indian border, there were concerns in India. To discuss the dwindling rate of the Pakistan state, even over the heartland, and its implications for India, I am joined by Mr. Rahimullah Yusufzai, a resident editor of the news based in Peshawar. Welcome, Mr. Rahimullah. Taliban in Pakistan are fast spreading and holding their ground in Swat Valley. How much time do you think it might take, or what are the strategy? Will they also go to cities around that area?
In fact, their strongholds are in the tribal areas of Pakistan and in Swat Valley. They do have some presence in other districts of the Northwest Frontier Province and in Peshawar, but they don't really have much support in these districts or in rest of Pakistan. They're able to strike. They can send suicide bombers, they can use other tactics. They have been attacking targets in Lahore and Islamabad also, but I don't think that they will be able to capture a city and hold it.
And what would be the objective, even if they want to capture a city? What would be their objective?
I think they won't even attempt that, because if they tried, they would suffer casualties. Because the Afghan Taliban, whenever they take a town or a district headquarters, they cannot hold it, and then they are bombed, they suffer heavily, and then they withdraw. So I don't think Pakistani Taliban would even attempt to capture a city.
Okay. What are the relationship with other militant groups like Lashkar-e-Taiba or Jahanvi and these kind of groups?
Yes, the Pakistani Taliban have teamed up with these jihadi groups. They are allies, and the jihadis are able to train with the Taliban. So whenever they want to attack targets in Punjab or in Islamabad, it's normally a joint operation. Taliban also have some support in the madrasas or Islamic schools all over the country. So they do have this ability to attack targets, explode bombs, send suicide bombers. That they can do, and they have been doing it for the past few years.
Yeah, there is a school of thought that Lahore is very close to India, and if Taliban has already reached and doing joint operation with LET and other such militant groups, then they could cause immense problem to India as well. How do you read the situation?
I don't think that Taliban are that powerful, or that they have the capacity to attack targets in India. They may provide some support to these jihadi groups, but this would be done mainly by the jihadis, because they have been doing it in the past. Taliban priority actually is Afghanistan. They want to expel the foreign forces from Afghanistan. Pakistani Taliban are helping the Afghan Taliban to achieve that objective. In Pakistan, they are fighting the Pakistani security forces, and they are trying to increase their influence in those tribal areas and Swat and some other districts. But I think that right now there is no intention on the part of Taliban, and no capacity to launch attacks in India.
How much Pakistan Taliban is interested in Kashmir as an issue? Are they interested?
They do give statements supporting the cause of the Kashmiri separatists. They do condemn India, saying that India is committing atrocities against the Kashmiri people. That has been their policy. Both the Afghan Mujahideen and Taliban have been doing that. But we had reports earlier that some Afghans or Pashto-speaking people were able to intrude into India as part of these jihadi groups, but there is no report or evidence about Taliban presence in Kashmir. So the Taliban actually are anti-India. They believe that India is an ally of the US, also that India is supporting the Afghan government. They think that India was supporting the Northern Alliance, which was arrival of the Taliban in Afghanistan. So those are the reasons why they don't like India.
Okay. What you're trying to say is they could be giving a kind of support from behind to these jihadi groups in terms of training or other, but they may not be directly involved.
Until now they have actually cooperated in launching attacks in Pakistani territory. I don't actually rule out the possibility in future, but right now they're tied up in Pakistan and Afghanistan. They don't have really that capacity that they would launch attacks in other countries. Even in the past also, the Afghan Taliban had no role actually in Al-Qaeda's attacks outside Afghanistan. The Afghan Taliban want to remain confined to Afghanistan. The Pakistani Taliban want to help the Afghan Taliban and also to take their revenge from Pakistani security forces. That right now is their agenda.
Okay. One last question. What is their motivation? You said that they are against India because they think we are India is pro-America and they supported Northern Alliance. Is there any motivation beyond that? Any religious motivation or anything like that?
You would hear statements criticizing India. You would say, Muslims in India are being persecuted. There would be this old animosity towards Hindu. That kind of thing you keep hearing. But that's, I think not really any way that they're going to do something practical and take their revenge. Because, these people actually right now have local agendas. And Taliban, have never been part of any international Islamic movement. Unlike the Afghan Mujahideen, the Hizb-e-Islami and Jamaat-e-Islami of Hikmatyar Rabbani, they were part of this international Islamic movement. But Taliban have been very inward looking until now.
Thank you, Mr. Yusufzai. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you.